Welcome to Wee Willie Wonderfuls. Today we're going to be showing you how to make Splish and Splash's wings from our lovely pattern Splish, Splash, Puddles, Moon and Star. This is Splish with his cute little glasses on, and this is his wing. So this is what we're going to be showing you today. It's the feathers at the end. That's a bit of a new technique. So we're going to be showing you how to do them. If you like Splish, his kit for all of the characters is available at weewilliewonderfuls.com, and the characters are actually from a book called What a Little Star by Eva Le Bon, which is an absolutely beautiful children's book. So you can actually read the book to a child. I've crocheted the animals and just bring them to life, so they pretty much spring to life on the pages of the book. Beautiful idea. So we're going to find the page for the wings, and I'm going to pop a little post-it note on just to make it easier so we can keep our place. Now the technique we use for the beginning of the wing, rounds 1 to 11, is very standard. It's what we use all of the time. So we're going to start from that point. So if you'd like to do rounds 1 to 11, and then we will carry on. And I'll read what it says, which is, next we will create the feathers by making chains, and then crocheting back down the chains to make the feather effect. We have given each stage a letter to make it clearer to keep your place on this round. So normally you'd have all the instructions written out, but because there's quite a lot of different feathers we're creating, each feather has been given a letter. So we'll start with A, obviously B, C, D, like so, just to make it a lot more easier and straightforward to read. So our first instruction is chain 4, and then starting in the second chain from your hook, 3 double crochet back down the chain. Then hold the 2 sides of the wing together and slip stitch into the next stitch, but also go through the stitch behind. This is to close the wing and is similar to double crochet to close if you've made any of our other patterns. So we're going to show you how we're going to do all of that. So we finish round 11. I've taken out the stitch marker just to make it a little bit easier. So what we're going to do, our first instruction, I'm going to hold it flat as well, because we will be crocheting the 2 edges together to close the wing. If you're a little bit worried about that and don't want to go through both stitches, you can just go through the front row of stitches, and then you'll just need to sew it together at the end. But honestly, this technique is pretty easy, so I'm sure you'll be able to do it. So we're going to start by chaining 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to start in the second chain from our hook. So we're ignoring the first one there, and we're starting in here, and we're going to do 3 double crochet back down the chain. Oops, we've got stuck already. What on earth happened there? Right, let's start again. It's because when I'm doing this, I'm actually looking into the camera, so it's really hard to sometimes see what you're doing. So chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're starting in the second chain, which is here, and we're going to do 3 double crochets going back down the chain. So 1, 2, and then our third one is there. So we've gone back down the chain, and now what we're going to do is slip stitch into the next stitch. So we've chained there, so our next stitch is here, and then we're going to go through the one behind. Try not to start up here. You've got to really get the stitch that's behind it, otherwise you'll run out of room. So we're going to go for that one, which is right behind it. So you've gone through both, and we're doing a slip stitch. So all that is grab the wool, pull it through both of those stitches, and then through the loop. So it's a little bit tricky because you're pulling it through a lot, so be careful you pull it through clean. We don't want those little bits where we've got it caught, like so, and then we're done. So that's it, you've created 1 feather. Now the next instruction, which is B, which is our next instruction, is repeat A. So we're just going to do the same again. So we're going to do 4 chains, so 1, 2, 3, 4, starting in the second chain from the hook, 3 double crochets. I think this round looks very tricky because you read it and you think, oh my goodness, that looks hard. And once you see it being done, you think, actually, That makes complete sense now. So you may even be able to carry on from now. So we're going to go into our next stitch, one behind, and do the slip stitch. So that's it. So we'll pull that through. Oops, got it a little bit caught there, I think. There we are. Oh, no, I think I'll just do that slip stitch again because it got a little bit caught, and it does tend to, because you're pulling it through quite a few stitches, it can get a little bit caught. So if it does, just pull it back out, don't worry. So we're going to pull it through and then pull it through there as well. Right, so we're done. Next one is C, which is chain 5 and starting in the second chain from your hook, 4 double crochet back down, and then repeating the slip stitch again. So we're going to do 4. So 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chains, and then we're doing 4 double crochet back down. So this is our first one. We're starting in the second chain from your hook again. We're going to be doing that all of the way through. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to, so we can see where we've chained, it's there. So we're going to go for the next stitch and also the one right behind it, and make sure that's the one after the one you went through before, so you're not leaving gaps along the back, just otherwise so you will come up a little bit short on stitches to work in. We're getting this a little bit stuck again, here are we? Right, so let's get back into our stitch, and then we're just going to slip stitch through the front and the back like so. Right, so our next instruction is D. We're going to chain 6 and then do 5 double crochet back the way down. Right, so we're going to do 6 now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Starting in your second stitch as usual. It's very repetitive. All we're doing is just a different number of chains. We start with a smaller number, then increase, and then decrease back down again, just so that we've got a nice pattern on the feather lengths. Right, and I'm going to slip stitch through the next stitch and through the one behind. So through there and then through that stitch there. Okay, so our next one we're going to repeat C. So instruction E is to repeat C, which C was chaining 5. So we're back to 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then double crocheting back down the chain. You might find you're okay from here. Once you've got the hang of it, it's pretty straightforward. And then again, slip stitch through the front and the back. Make sure we get that right. And then through here. There we are. Whoops, we got caught again. It's really tricky trying to do this in the camera. That's it. So we're going to go through the front and the back and just pull it through. There we are. Right, so now we're on F. I'm repeating A, and G is repeat A. So the last two are both 4 chains and then do 3 double crochet and back down. 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to do 3 double crochets back down. So 1, 2, 3. Now this video is presuming that you can already do crochet. If, for example, you think, oh my goodness, I can't even crochet, what we recommend is beginning with one of our complete beginner kits, which has step-by-step tutorials all the way through, and that will teach you how to crochet. So that will start right from the very beginning, and it's such an easy way to learn. because you've got everything you need in the kit. Just add a pair of scissors and you can just literally learn to crochet with one of our Arthur and Betsy bunnies, Amy the giraffe. So now we've finished that one. So finish off leaving a 10cm strand on 2 of the wings, weave in the 10cm strand and fasten off neatly. On the other 2 strands, leave a 30cm strand to sew on the wings later. So we're going to just finish that off. Now you can just slip stitch in there if you've got a bit of a gap. Just tie it to the end, or you can, when you fasten off, you can also do that. So let's just cut that. We'll do this as the 10cm strand. So we're going to pop that through. And then all we'll do next is thread this onto our needle and then just sew it inside and cut it off so the end's lost inside. And there we are. Now the reason we do 2 short is because 2 of them are not going to have any strand attached, and the other 2 will have a long strand, because then we're going to be sewing the wings on right through the wings and the body. So the 2 30cm strands are for doing the sewing up on each duck. So there's the feathers, look at those. It's a lovely effect, and it's actually quite simple to get. So there's our finished wing. So I hope you enjoyed our wing tutorial today. We've got lots more videos on our YouTube channel, and lots of how-tos just for stitches as well. So I hope you've enjoyed it, and we'll see you again soon.